Derek gets a text, and of course, you know, as soon as the iPhone beep, Monique's radar just kicks in, and she's like, who's that? You know, like, hey, stay y'all, back with another video. It's been like forever, I feel like, but I'm back with a video, and I'm just gonna basically just do like a whole season recap so far of what this Life After Lockup has been given, because honestly, I don't think it's been given a lot, but no, I'm gonna stick in there. Okay, so the episode start. Why do I look so red? So we start off the episode with Sean and Sarah. So as y'all know, Sean and Sarah really don't have no issues, but this little issue that they've just made believe. I feel like Sean and Sarah really don't have anything going on between them. They kind of just want another season because this is really all they're talking about. The fact that Sean just plays video games all day with his son. And then the fact that, of course, Sarah's ex, Abby's dad, has now came back in the picture, wants to like see her and stuff like that. Pretty much Sarah has not told Sean about it. So Sean finds out and basically feels betrayed by Sarah's mom. And I'm just like, what did you expect Sarah's mom to say, though? Because, I mean, damned if you don't, damned if you do. Like, so she would have told you, Sarah would have been mad at her. And then probably would have ruined, you know, Abby being able to go over there and see her dad. Or, you know, not tell you and then you be mad at her thinking they're all in cahoots. So it's like, I mean, Sarah's mom, what did you expect her to do, Sean? But Sean, I knew this was going to happen. And I wish I would have been making reviews when you first came on with Destiny. Some told me whenever you came on with Destiny and then you came back with Sarah, I said, oh, Sarah's different. She going to give him a run for his money. And I think we're definitely seeing that now. Like, pretty much Sarah's like, I mean, it is what it is. I really love him. But, you know, and then I just feel like Sarah is not... What was his ex's name? Y'all remember her name, but I just can't think of it. But Sarah is not her. Pretty much Sarah is not Sean's ex. Because she's not... Oh, Kelly. Sarah is not Kelly. She's not going to deal with this for years and expect you to change and, you know, want this from you. Sarah going to bounce up and leave. And Sarah looks young, like... Clearly, her baby daddy still want her. Like, Sarah don't really need too much from you, Sean, but the love. And if you ain't really trying to give her that, she's out of there. So one thing that I thought was really interesting, whenever she had met up with her ex, she was saying something in her confessional, and she was like, because technically we never broke up. I was like, I think it's too late for you to be saying that because you a married woman. So, like, I understand there was no closure, but baby girl, you gonna have to let that go. You gonna have to leave that where it's at. And Sean had mentioned that too whenever he was talking. Maybe he was talking to one of his sons because, Lord, his sons is damn near grown. So he probably was talking to one of them, probably the one he'd be playing with. So he basically telling them, like, you know, pretty much that they never had closure. So I feel like he's just using Abby as an excuse to get on in there. And I'm like, I hope that's not the case. I hope that he really does want a relationship with Abby because that is his daughter. But I do see what you're saying, Sean, because they really did not end. They only ended because they pretty much had to. But they didn't. The feelings are definitely still there, and you can definitely tell. So that's really much Sean and Sarah. Oh, and then did you guys see the little clip that they put in with the little with their baby talking about, like, you know, how she's growing up, what she likes to do. She is so cute. Oh my gosh, her cheeks are just, oh, I was just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. She definitely has a mix of both of them, which is crazy. Because I'm like, dang, at first I was like, she looked just like Sean. And then I'm like, okay, no, because she looks like her mom too. But kid's super cute. Honestly, usually I'd be for, like, you know, I hope they can really work it out. But I just feel like Sarah just deserves so much more than Sean, because Sean really don't give her the time of day. And he really does her the same way. So y'all, now I know I ain't been on here in a minute, but I know I wasn't the only one surprised when Aries is like this. And she getting the gel put on her and stuff. And then they doing a sonogram. She said 16 weeks. I said 16 what? Like, I'm sorry, 16 weeks? Where have we been? Like, that's what I'm like, so how often do y'all film them? Because I'm like, we ain't heard nothing about a baby, but now it's all making sense. Whenever she was going through it and she was just in so much pain and she felt like she needed to throw up, and we were thinking, oh, maybe she's hungover, maybe. No, ma'am, that was Charlie. And if y'all are wondering who Charlie is the baby. So they figure out it's a girl. They do the sonogram, figure out it's a girl. At first they were hoping for a boy. Of course they were just hoping for a healthy baby, period. But turns out it's a girl. So they put a cute little note, which I thought was cute. And it was basically just saying, hey, Lena, I'm your baby sister, Charlie. So they're going to basically surprise Lena with that, which I hope Lena takes it well, because she has had a lot of changes. Like, so bam, my mom's married, and bam, now I got a stepdad, and bam, we're moving, and bam, now I have a sibling. So, I'm hoping, but it seems like they have a good enough relationship to where they talk. So I'm pretty sure if Lena has any disregard, she gonna tell her mom. Pretty sure. But so yeah, that I'm like, bro, y'all are having a whole kid. Like, where was that at? So yeah, that's surprising. So they're going to have a kid. So basically, as they're talking about, hey, my family's coming out here, your sister's is coming out here. But, the main thing, my dad, I want you guys to, basically build that bond. I feel like that's all she was pretty much saying, is just pretty much like, hey, you guys really didn't start off on the right foot. We kind of just got married without you meeting him, or even, asking for his blessing, which, dads would take that, pretty serious. So she's basically saying like, hey, I feel like this will be a good time for y'all to, bond and stuff like that. Cameron gonna take it the wrong way every time, because Cameron basically is on some, why I gotta prove myself to him? I've been doing this. I married you. We got a house now. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, calm down. Because I don't even think she's coming at you like that. She basically just saying like, this would be a good opportunity for y'all to actually meet, because basically I didn't start off on the right foot. He's really not trying to hear that. Cameron, all he can say is pretty much that he's been making sacrifices, which doesn't go unknown, because dude went from a rapper to a customer service rep. So big ups, because last episode, he was supposed to be finding a job and he was in the studio making music. This time, he's actually, like, hello, this is Cameron, how may I help you? Like, so now he's like actually, working and, actually trying to be, I guess, what Aries wants him to be. But I also, we can't dismiss the fact that music is still his passion. So hopefully he is still taking the time out to like do stuff on the side, for him too, because it's not going to make the relationship good if he's only doing stuff for Aries and not still, it kind of like cuts to Amber really quick. And Amber is pretty much calling everybody in her goddamn phone log to get this $50K loan. Now, I mean, Amber, at this point, you're a Love After Lockup original. We've seen you in so many relationships. You started with Puppy, then you went to somebody else, then you went to TK, TC, TAB, whatever. You went to the alphabet. And so now it's just like, we don't really need too much from you, Amber and Puppy. Like, I think I can really go without Amber and Puppy. But, I said all that to say, I think you've gotten at least $50K worth of Love After Lockup checks. Where is that at? Because you are literally calling everybody in your family for this money, and just from the sounds of it, they don't really trust you still. Because they like, I don't know about that. I don't know if you should do that. Like, no. Like, pretty much, even if you did it without my money, I still don't know if you should do that. And I'm just like, well, sometimes family, just be wanting to make you aware, of all the things that could go wrong. But I'm like, something in their voice, I was just like, Amber, where is your money at, sweetie? Because that might be how you get this. But anyways, so then we go into Lindsay and Blaine, I guess, which honestly they can go to, because it's just like recycling characters. Lindsay, we seen you for the first time with this guy. I forgot his name, but his lips was just We seen you with that guy. Then we seen you try to take Deontay for everything he had. And now you're here with Blaine, who was there in the beginning. It's just giving, I'm trying to come back. Like, and Brittany and Marcelina. That's another one. I've had all I could have. Like, at this point, Love After Lockup, they need to be, it's just, I don't know. They, like, Love After Lockup needs like a retirement fund. So it's just like, hey, even if you ain't got no good storyline, we'll give you like $1,000 or something a month just because, you know, you helped our show out. You know, like, they need like a retirement fund. Like, after 3 seasons, you on the retirement fund and you just get that flat $1,000 every month or something like that when like the viewers have had enough. Y'all need to like send this to wetv, because I think we're like getting so like over, like, these the couples are getting so oversaturated. It's like, oh my god, we've seen y'all so much, like what could y'all possibly give us, you know? It's feeling like that. But anyways, so pretty much Lindsay picks up her daughter Miley, says she has like a little attitude or whatever. And Lindsay actually says that she actually got a job too as well. So I'm like, okay, everybody getting employed, everybody getting jobs, all right. So Lindsay works at like a rehab center or something like that, which I was like, it's crazy because it seems like most people who have had like addiction problems or like prison problems, they end up working kind of like around that sector, like a little bit, you know, like around that, which is, yeah, it was just crazy. This is off topic, but somebody told me my dad works at like a rehab center. I honestly think he stays there, but they say he worked there, so that's why I thought about that. And I was just like, like, I don't know if that's good for them to be around that to try to help people, or is it more, I don't know. But y'all, that's where she's working. So she's working there now. And then she starts saying, like, pretty much Blaine has basically went from full-time to part-time because construction, you know how, depending on the time of year, hours can be up, hours can be down. So pretty much they're at a down season. So she's getting all mad. And I'm just like, girl, you actually know what you're getting yourself into, because Blaine just told you he's on house arrest for 3 years. So pretty much the job he has, what he has. And when they can get him to work, he can get out the house and go. But it's like, y'all are kind of limited right now. But one thing about Lindsay, she gonna make a mountain out of a molehill. Like, she's going to take a situation that's here and she's going to bring it here. Like, so, I mean, at this point, Blaine, just keep doing what you're doing, because it's never going to be enough. And that sounds so bad to say, but it's pretty much never going to be enough. Then they try to get Miley to kind of like spend time with them or whatever. Miley is like over it. Whenever she was picked up, she was over it. So they pretty much tell her they're going to go somewhere. Miley's like, I don't really want to go. They make her go anyway. And it's paintballing. And Miley says, I don't want to play. Like, I don't want to get hit with paintballs. I don't want to play. I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to run. And Lindsay's just like, oh my god, you get on my nerves. You get on my nerves. I'm just like, in Miley's defense, she told y'all before y'all even pulled up, she did not want to be there. But whatever. So y'all, then we get into Taylor and Chance. And I say that because Chance really makes me want to like wring out his neck. Like, because he's so, like, Chance is someone who has never grown on me, like, ever. Like, it's always just been something about him, just, And it's just like, I really hate it because Taylor seems so sweet. Like, Taylor seems like a really good person. And it's just like all this stuff that she's went through, like losing her ex, her ex-baby's father, and then losing her son. Like, it's just so much. I just be like, oh, Taylor, like, I just want a happy ending for her so bad. And Chance just makes that really hard because he's steady trying to sabotage her. Like, Taylor has been doing really good, single mom, 3 kids. She literally said she has not had so much debt till she met Chance. But every time they get into it, Chance wants to throw in her face how basically he takes care of her. Yeah, because you set it up that way and she just had your baby. So come on now. Like, you're not really doing Taylor any favors, because Taylor was, like she said, she was budgeting, she was making it through with her 3 kids, had her own house, all of this without Chance. Chance has came in and basically messed up her world that she already had going before him. But, and he's cheating, he can't keep money in his pocket without burning the hole. Like, how are you spending $70 on, like, Chance is the type to, like, spend his life savings at, like, Dave and Buster's because he really wanted the ball at the top. Like, just dumb stuff. Like, it's just like, Taylor, girl, you worked so hard for the life that you have, and I hate to see Chance just come and just, like, pretty much ruin all your hard work. And then the way he was acting with the baby when the baby was born, like, oh, well, let me hold him. Have you heard to skin, dude? Back up. Like, oh my God, I was so irritated. I was just like, the baby literally just got on his mom's chest. He's like, I've been waiting 9 months. Okay, but you haven't really went through what Taylor went through in the 9 months, because you've been partying, bar hopping, probably hoe hopping too. Like, oh, Chance just bothers my soul. Just irritates me. And it's like, you can tell the more and more he does, Taylor just be looking at him like, shut up. Like, you can tell Taylor just be like, girl, leave now, please. So then we get into Derek and Monique, and I know y'all gonna be surprised, but I'm tired of their ass too, because Derek and Monique, child, it's one thing when you feel sorry for somebody and you feel like, okay, maybe you a little dumb. Maybe you don't know what's going on. Maybe you can't see what's right in your face. It's a whole nother thing when you see the game that they're playing. It's clear that you know this is a TV relationship, and you make these. Like, that has to be the only reason why she's dealing with this. It has to be. Because if you mean to tell me you leave my site and then you gonna go be with 10 other people and you think you finna come back to me? Like, Monique, it's either you don't respect yourself, you don't love yourself, or you really just want this TV check, and you like, hey, here's the deal. So I'm not gonna be with you, you're not gonna be with me, but whenever these cameras come on, you see like this, we together. Like, it's given that. Because I'm just like, bro, ain't no way. And I done seen them on the Shade Room, I done seen them on Neighborhood Talk. And so I'm like, okay, I've never seen Love After Lockup couple make it this far to, like, be on the blogs, be on, like, Hot 97. So I'm like, okay, either they're gold mines and they know what they doing here, or they really just, I can't even say they, because he's playing his part. She's really just stupid. And that's why I'm like, if that's the game, and, you know, he got to make you look stupid to get a check, you need to put in the contract that you can make him look stupid and you can do some stuff too, Monique, because right now you just getting the bad end of the stick. Like, and I don't care how good the money is, honestly, because dude making you look crazy. And it's not enough that you got to fight with his sisters. I missed that review too, y'all, but I thought the fight was really weak. I thought it was unnecessary, honestly. And it's just like, because this is where I start thinking, like, okay, Monique, you don't want to be with this man. You just really, you really want to get the ratings in and stuff. Because it's like, they literally went into the car. You follow them to be on that rah-rah, and then you don't have no rah-rah in you when it's time. I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, what did Love After Lockup turn into? But honestly, that's what I'm taking from them. It's just feeling like, you know, it's just feeling like a TV check, and we about to do this TV relationship. And because it's just like the stuff that he's doing now and the stuff that he's saying on the episodes now is just getting so ridiculous. It's hard to believe. Like, it's really hard to believe. But I done went off track on my notes, y'all. Okay, so we get into Derek and Monique. And pretty much Monique is picking him up because he's coming to Chicago. And Monique's first thing that she says is, well, you know, Derek's love language is money. So I got him something. Child, if you got to say, like, that's not even one of the love languages. Like, I think, like, gifts or something, but money? Like, you just, at this point, milking the cow, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, just milking the cow. Because I'm just like, at this point, you know what you're there for. So Derek gets a text, and of course, you know, as soon as the iPhone beep, Monique's radar just kicks in, and she's like, "Who's that?" You know, like, it's weird how that work. Whenever he get a text, like, she just stopped everything she's doing and just, so she's like, "Who's that?" And pretty much Derek is just like, I forgot who he told her, just basically waving her off, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what this is, girl, I'm cheating on you. And so pretty much Derek gets in his confessional, and he says that he's happy to see Big Mama. And I'm just like, stop calling her that, because at this point it's like a running joke, and it's just like you're laughing at her, not with her. Like that's why I really want Monique to just leave him alone, because it's just like, bro, ain't that much money in the world for you to basically be this dude's joke. Like, he might as well just call you like roly poly and do you how Chance was doing roly poly in the in his show. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that's how I'm feeling like he doing her, like the joke's on her because she's big or something like that. But anyways, so Karma has arrived because Derek got a little surprise from Monique, because it looked like he putting some little cameras or some little listening devices up in her house. So whatever it was, I was just like, oh, okay. Because, you know, I don't know if y'all seen Big Mama's house, but remember when Martin was going in and he was bugging the house? It looked like that because he put it in the little cup and everything. So I was like, okay. I was like, the tables have turned. Okay, but only difference is you're not getting caught, and you're not in nobody grandmama house, so it's not as disrespectful. Like, you was trying to bug that man grandma house. Like, So pretty much, they like immediately, Monique comes in and she has the papers, and she's like, so Hughes 888-455-2596. And he was just like, what? And she was like, yeah, you called them at 4 a.m. Who is that? And he basically like, what are you talking about? Like, what? So this is my thing. If you got to do all that, and y'all don't need to be together. And I've been saying that. This girl will literally print out the call log and be like, well, who is this number? Okay, we'll call it right now. Okay, we'll call it. And then we'll see who it is. Monique, you know who it is. Like, what do you want? To put a voice to the name, or to put a name to the number that you see on the call log? Like, girl, you know what it is. Do you need it in black and white? Like, would you be more happy if their socials and addresses were attached to the call log? Like, it doesn't matter who it is. It's always going to be somebody else other than you. Like, and I hate that sounds so mean, but it's always going to be somebody other than Monique that she's worrying about. Because he clearly, like, cannot stay with one person. So it's just like, you're doing all this for what? And she's like, I don't care. You can leave. You can go. Mind you, he just got there. You don't mean that. Because if you really did not want him to come, you would have told him the call log. Because I know you printed it out before he even got on that flight. So if you really felt that way, you would have sent him all that and said, hey, keep your ticket. I'm good. But no, instead you're going to wait till he get there. You ain't fooling nobody, girl. Bye. Okay, y'all, so then we get into basically Cameron and Aries pretty much telling Lena the news. So they pretty much put the picture in a frame, and then it says, hi, Lena, I'm Charlie, your sister or something, your baby sister. So she's like, oh, okay, like, she's kind of excited. I love how Cameron basically gave her the opportunity to, tell, they were telling Lena together, but then gave her the opportunity to just talk to her mom separately. So basically she was just voicing her concerns, basically how pretty much every kid probably would think, like, what if you love her more than you love me? So she's basically just reassuring her, like, hey, it's never going to be like that. Mom's going to love you guys, equally, and no one's ever going to take your place. So that's good that she got to, have that talk with her. So y'all, then we get into Chance and Taylor again. And they're arguing. Pretty much Taylor is showing him all the stuff that she found. And Chance just has, we're just going to wrap this whole rest of this episode up. Because Chance, the way he talks to her is just so, it's hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. Because like I said, Taylor seems so kind-hearted. It's just like, bro, you really don't deserve this. Like, it just seems like she's like a punching bag for him or something. Like, not physically. I'm not saying he's really putting his hands on her, but I'm just saying, like, with words though, like, because it seems like she'll just sit there and just take it and just try to, keep the peace with him while he just explodes. So it's hard to see. Like, that's a trigger, because it's just like, why are you being so rude to her when literally she just birthed your baby? She just, Taylor's really like, she's really taking care of you, Chance. I don't know how you're trying to make it seem, because I feel like a lot of the times when he says certain things in the confessionals that he's lying, especially when he be like, well, I make this a year, because sometimes Taylor just be looking at him like, I should really tell them what the truth is, but I don't even want to get into it with you. Like, she definitely gives that. So pretty much, with them, I just want Taylor to find a way to get away from Chance, or at least make him realize, like, you can't keep treating her like shit. Like, you gonna have to, like, I don't know, get it together. Like, ever since he's gotten out, he's just been an a-hole, literally. And at first I thought it was just more towards Bobby when he would be an a-hole, and now I just see, like, that's just him, period. Like, it's just his way or the highway. He doesn't want anyone telling him what to do. Pretty much he feels like if he's paying some bills in the house, like, it's his house and he's gonna do whatever. And pretty much, because every time he even kind of gets caught cheating or having a conversation with somebody, his defense is, well, I'll just leave. You pay all the bills. What do you think Taylor was doing before? Like, stop trying to threaten her with that. If anything, you'll probably be doing her a favor, like lightening her load a little bit. Because it's like she has, no, she has 4 kids now, but with him, it just seems like she has 5 or something. It's just a lot. And then we get into Amber and Puppy, and they're kind of just going through the whole dramatic spiel about how Puppy feels like Amber's not there for her because she can't stay with her. And Amber's pretty much like, hey, it's not my house. I stay here with TK and his kids. Like, he's literally raising young boys in this house, and we have a lot going on, pretty much. And you have a lot going on with Eric, and he don't really rock with Eric. So yeah, it's just not, we just don't feel comfortable. So that's the whole thing, and they have to figure that out. And Puppy ends up going back to, I guess, the house with Amber, because she said something about an Uber, but she just ended up getting in the car and going with Amber. Like I said, I'm tired of their storyline. There's only so much Amber can help Puppy with. And it just seemed like that's like a revolving storyline. Like, okay, well, this is how Amber is going to help Puppy this season. This is how Amber is going to help Puppy this season. It's getting played out. It's getting so played out. But for the most part, that's really all I had for, like, Love After Lockup. I'm sorry if this review wasn't, like, what you guys expected. It's just kind of... It's just like, I'm pulling teeth trying to get this review out, because it's just like, it's not giving. I'm kind of real disappointed, y'all. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I just feel like we need some, like, when I say new faces, I mean, like, new faces. Like, for example, Derek and Monique, new faces. We like that, right? We were like, okay. Justine and Mike. Wow, was Justine and Mike on this episode? No, they weren't. Wow, okay, Justine and Mike, new faces. We love them. Like, stuff like that. Like, we need just new people. I'm tired of the Marcelino and the Brittany. I'm sorry. But it's like, y'all have the same storyline. Amber and Puppy, y'all have the same storyline. Sean and Sarah, y'all have the same storyline. We've seen y'all enough. Lindsay and Blaine, we've seen y'all enough too. Like, get us the new people, the fresh faces, the fresh storylines that we don't know about. Because at this point, we can kind of, like, predict. Like, okay, Marcelino and Brittany, they're going to be arguing about they threesome that they had and their marriage. We know that, right? And then with Lindsay, she's going to be mad about something. We just don't know what she's going to make, real dramatic. But she's going to be mad about something. Sean and Sarah, Sean doesn't give anything. Sean doesn't give any effort even to his marriage, and that's what we know from him. And Sarah's getting fed up, same with that. And then, of course, Puppy, like I said, Puppy and Amber, it's always Amber's always like, how can I help Puppy this season? So it's like the same storylines from them. So WeTV, please don't bring them back. We don't need to see it anymore. Okay, y'all. But that's pretty much all I have for the review. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Oh, yeah. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, but let me know because I'm thinking about starting to review that because the season just started. So actually, I probably will go ahead and just do a review and upload it. But I mean, it still helps. Go ahead and put in the comments. Let me know if you guys watch that. And then let me know some other shows that you guys watch. So yeah, go ahead. Bye, y'all.